Thought I might do a demo review today, as we've just passed the halfway point in the UGC season, so I thought I might do one of these little demo review things a week on, normally the official of the map we played for that week, but obviously our Barnblitz official, our Barnblitz was the pre-season match, and our Barnblitz official was forfeited by S Gold, or no, TC Storm. It was TC Storm for whatever reason. So I've just picked out one of the first scrims UGC season. So I actually played one of these little demo review things a week, which I actually played for Hulk Hogan's Real Americans. And this is probably one of my first comp matches as Spy, so it should be an interesting clusterfuck of bad things. But I think I ended up doing fairly well in the game, so I'll just try and talk about kind of what I was doing and very obviously point out every single mistake I made, because there probably will be an awful lot of them. Okay, so I guess we could just go, because I don't really know why I didn't have it started at the start anyway, because now I've got a minute and 5 seconds to sit and talk about nothing. So this would have been with our slightly older team. I think we've got Waifu on heavy at this point, who has now been replaced by Justice after Waifu left the team, and I think we've got I think everyone else is pretty much the same. We might not have Kebab, might have been Hajik on Scout before we picked up Kebab Bender for our main. But everyone else should still be the same. I know the core of Patty, me, Marnix, or XD as he likes to be called. Yeah, it's Hajik on Scout. So this is nearly our full team we're using this season, but we're missing I think 2 people, and Justice is really good heavy now, and Waifu was good, but he wasn't as good. So some slight differences. So at the start of the round, you're just doing normal stuff, check the mediguns, any other items. Another one that's kind of useful to check on payload maps is the Pyro's melee weapon, because if he's running the Home Wrecker, you can know that you don't really want to suicide in for a sentry stab, because it can just get taken off by the Pyro. And I think I did check this round, but then he changes it later on and it kind of catches me. So I'm running, this is C and D and Ambassador, which is, it's Invis-watching Ambassador, sorry, which is a good way of getting around the map pretty quickly. And they decided to hold their medic behind this fence, which would be a good idea, and I think some Prem teams did it, except that they don't do it very well, so yeah, I kind of forced the Uber really easily there with just a quick ambi headshot, which is the main reason I love using the Ambassador. And at the start of a payload map, forcing the Uber like that is really key. Should have just body shot that scout. I didn't notice it only had 30 health at the time, but my pistol aim is notoriously not great when it comes to killing things on low health, so you know how it is. So I managed to miss it, but with the force we all managed to get out and quite easily take first point. The sentry will go down to Aruba and all that stuff, so that was a fairly good first life as it goes. So we pop up the hill and I'm fairly sure they all just run away. So at this point it's all about trying to get up to the attic of Barnblitz as quick as you can, because that's where they're going to set up. So I think it's a great idea to run up here, but then one of the first games is Comp Spy. Not played this map as Spy before. You can't go through that door yet. Today I learned. So obviously now I'm way too late to get up there before they do, so I may as well just sit on these stairs and kill the sniper. As our sniper Billy always tells me, having a sniper on them stairs is really annoying, because they're really hard to headshot. So here I think I suicide in for a sentry sab, because I thought their Pyro wasn't running Home Wrecker, because when I checked in spawn he was on the extinguisher, but he swaps to Home Wrecker and takes that sapper off. And I think I'd called out that the sentry was down as well, so yeah, I think everyone got a little bit angry at me. But whatever, don't make that mistake again. No, he's on the Home Wrecker now. There's not really much you can do about that. I wouldn't recommend every life respawning and checking the Pyro's melee weapon. It just seems a bit pointless, but bad luck happens occasionally, and that was probably just one of them occasions. So we managed to get their sentry somehow in the end, and now I think I'm just... Second point Barnblitz is absolutely horrible, because it's really easy for the Pyro to check, but if you manage to get his rhythm you can sometimes get behind him and then fail at stabbing the medic or the heavy, but for some reason they pop me over really early, which I guess is kind of good. And then I flail around for a bit and Uber gets denied by our Pyro, and then I'd forgotten about that, but the engine does drop down in front of me. The medic hangs around too long trying to kill me and gets cleaned up by my team, even though I don't get a single shot on him. So payload's all about momentum, so again, get as far forward as you can possibly do, especially since we just wiped quite a lot of their team, so we want to be up, like outside their spawns. But I forgot that their spawn was still going to be forward, because we didn't cap the cat for a while, so I missed the first spawn wave and they managed to get out a bit, but Now you can drop down and get some kills on the sniper and things, which works well quite there. And then the soldier I call out is low, and Hajik comes and cleans him up. So we've not really done a great job of conserving the momentum here. They're actually going to... I think if we'd played that better and got forward faster, we probably would have just been able to take the third point for free. But I think the count must have been quite far back when we won the second point, so it took us a long time for it to get up even that far. Oh yeah, our NG is different in this game as well. We had Mr. Freak on NG for this match, who we've now changed for Goose. So actually it's 3 of our team who are missing. Yes, unfortunately they managed to get set up on third, which is another notoriously shit spy map. I uncloak in front of the sniper and then... even though I noticed he was there, I just uncloaked and then got kind of lucky that he was on low health. So yeah, the best you can do here, call out Uber percentages, kind of wait for your team to go in for something. Engage in the stupid pistol war with their spy for no real reason. Run away when you realise you're bad aim. Kind of just still waiting on comms from my team telling me that they're going to push, which I think they're planning on doing right about now, so... Scout. Scouts are really good. So this looks like we're about to get third. There's a soldier on that roof, but I don't think he can really flush a heavy off the cart. Oh! Well, the cart rolls back down the hill. This isn't the strongest payload offense I've seen, I have to say. This was one of our first scrims, so you have to kind of excuse the fact that it's a little bit sloppy. Yeah, but they give up third and start holding up here, which is absolutely disgusting, and I'm kind of shitting myself. This is a situation where I should have gone cloak and dagger, and I certainly get that. That was far too close. That was not a good play, so it shouldn't have come down to being that close, but if that medic hadn't turned, like, the 15 degrees he turned left right before, I would have got the stab. Not that I deserved it. Yeah, I think I change my watches up now. I can't remember what I go though. Wouldn't surprise me if it was Deadringer, because it's quite... okay, no, just did this watch. And maybe I consider changing my watches, but... Cloak and daggers, I would probably say the better watch type on this. I think I checked my scoreboard and seen that someone had just respawned, so I was seeing if I could get stabbed, but it was the sniper that Razorback, which is sad. And then the medic's holding in that corner again, so yeah, just forcing with the ambassador again. These guys were really bad at letting me force them with the ambassador, to be honest. And we're Ubering at the same time, but I don't think it goes too well. Come in whilst everyone's distracted. Clean up as many classes as you can. Really trying my hardest, but I don't think we get it. And this guy, I was just like, fuck it, I'll shoot you then, if you're not going to come in range of my stab, seeing as he was Gerarded. But yeah, I'm fairly sure we get cleaned up. Or maybe we... I can't really remember how this game goes, it was a long time ago, but that was a really good push, but I don't think we have enough players up to finish the cap, or maybe we do. Yeah, we do. So that's the first round, which goes fairly well. 2 Uber forces a decent amount of kills and such. And then on defense I will switch it up to presumably Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, C and D. It'll be C and D ambassador. Oh, okay. Why did I... well, I guess that must have been a mistake. I don't want the Deadringer. I'm guessing I suicide for the Sentry and respawn with better watches. This was during the period of time when the item server on TF2 was being utterly shite. So yeah, actually, when you saw me looking at my item server last round, I did change to the Deadringer, but the item server didn't actually change it to me until... yeah, until I respawn at the start of this round. But I think I managed to get... yeah. So I'm running L'Étranger Cloak and Dagger, which is something I used to do, which I don't do so much anymore. Because I think, obviously the benefit of the L'Étranger is that it gives you more cloak time, and the negative of the Ambassador is that it gives you less cloak time, so it kind of balances it out and gives you an Invis Watch-like cloak duration of about 9 seconds, and the ability to stand still and recharge your cloak. But these days I tend to run Ambassador with the Cloak and Dagger, just because with slightly smarter cloak management you tend to be able to get the exact same results with the ability for headshots. So I wouldn't recommend running L'Étranger, except in certain situations. I ran it on Coal Plant in the official because Coal Plant's not got many armor packs and it's quite a lot of running around involved, and there's a lot of places where they can see you, so I used it there. But this is a sick jig, remember this. Best rocket surf, totally deliberate. And then I lose the medic here, because I thought he was going to be on the cart, and then he just disappears, so I'm like, well, I'll kill the scout, stop them pushing it so fast. But yeah, I really want to see the medic. But medpicks are notoriously difficult, so you do what you do. Just gonna get back in behind them, call out where they're gonna push from. I think they've used an Uber already and they haven't broken first point, so they basically can't take it too easily now without it. Bushes are a great place to uncloak. Spook the sniper a little bit. And then get some calls on what their medic is, so I'm fairly sure he's at like 90% now, yeah. And then I flub this stab. I go in slightly too early. I should have waited like another 3 seconds maybe. And then I've got him as he was just about to go up the ramp. But I call out that they've got Uber and all of that. And then we get forced, so it's basically called in the comms that we need to force their medic. Otherwise we're going to lose probably the second point as well, so we kind of go out, force their medic, and then go up first. And run off to second. Which is good. Which stopped that turning into a complete disaster. So yeah, everyone's getting back now. I'm going to use cloak to try and get behind them. I thought maybe here I could jump onto the cart and maybe get some key picks to completely end their momentum, but this is just stupid. I thought I'd go for the medic when he was underneath me and the heavy had seen me. Not a clever idea. 22nd respawn, second point Barnblitz, but I love it. Something I'm not actually doing here, which you really should do when you're dead as a spy, is to be flicking around all the rest of the POVs of your team to call out as much stuff as you can. Basically assisting calling while you're dead is a really good strategy. I think someone's called out their spies around our spawn, so I'm keeping an eye out for him. I don't actually see him that round it. And then I wouldn't advise running this way down that corridor either. This is just a disgusting point to try and get through, because you've basically got a choice of 2 chokes, good luck. Maybe Dead Ringer would be useful. Perhaps Inviswatch Spicicle could be viable, but I'm not the biggest fan. Unfortunately the power comes to check there right as I'm going to go flank and try and get in behind their combo, which is unfortunate. And we jump down to like the cart, which theoretically should kind of work, except we lose everything. Yeah, I think we just make some kind of bad choices here. I think we should have probably held the high ground and just used the fact that the demo man was above to try and keep them off the cart, because realistically if the demo's got the high ground you can't really take it, but yeah, we lose that, which isn't great. And Mr. Freak stays way too long with his sentry on second. Like, we need one at level 2 on third by this point, but he's still up in the attic trying to build one up there. Most accidental cloak place ever. I didn't realise you can cloak there. Yeah, saw the scout see me, go for the easiest, closest pick, demo man in that case. The medic unfortunately ran a path which meant it would have been impossible for me to stab him, and I was worried about the scout getting a meat shot. So getting a demo man, it's worth it. We know exactly where they are, where they're coming, and our sniper's looking at them. That's also not a great sentry place for third. I don't think really Mr. 3 knew what he was doing on this map very well. The RNG play was certainly a bit lackluster, to say the least. So yeah, they kind of just Uber in and win the point because we don't have anything of the sort. And this is really, really dumb, yet it works. Like, I don't know, I killed the medic, so I can't really complain, but he had 150 health, I got 1 stab and 2 pistol shots, and obviously someone else hit him with something as well.
The enemy has received additional time.
I'm just not sure what, but anyway, it worked. It's just I would not recommend playing like that. I think it was just a bit of a desperation play, because we really needed to cut the momentum, but even with that, we still get shot on. Go Dead Ringer here, because it looks like they're just going to push in. I won't have time to use the Cloak and Dagger to get any useful picks anyway, so Dead Ringer gives you a good amount of increases your ability to be a more like active fighting class in the front lines rather than trying to get in behind them. And we do push him back. The scout sees me and my Dead Ringer doesn't come back on charge, and he hits his first meat shot of the game, I think, which is unfortunate. Too much time spent crossbowing, not enough time spent building Uber, I think. This is quite close as well. I think we have like 80% Uber when they Uber in. Or something. I know, probably not this round that happens. Should have chased the spy. Should have gone, yeah, ran this way. unfortunately drop out in front of the pyro. Trowbridge charge for Dead Ringer on the cart whilst they're all distracted with other things. It doesn't work. And they win with 9 seconds left on the clock, unfortunately. But it was still a really close game.